or personal issue in the family even before young Mohbad died. It is unfair if you are making those issues so public at this period that you are looking for justice for your son. The family should calm down and seek justice. Not all this back and forth. We are team Wumi. We are team Baba Mohbad. We are team another name. No, please, this is not Big Brother Africa. You are seeking for justice for a young man that died in a mysterious manner. And before his death, he suffered a lot. Whatever problem you have with your family, treat it. We all have problems in our family. Treat it internally. And the ones that cannot be treated internally, go to court. You have lawyers. Don't turn social media to dragging face and dragging face. Get directions. Stop all this thing beating that. Get directions. Talk to your lawyers. Any issue that your lawyer feel that they need to make public, they will make public on your behalf. You don't just have to come online and just start talking anyhow. There have been a lot of outbursts, emotional outbursts. Take it back. Take those emotional outbursts back and focus on the real issue at hand. So you see the videos are many. I was tired. Someone has said somebody will not give birth again. Someone has said the child will die. Someone has said someone is a wish. Someone has said someone that stabbed about to death like he was in the room when it was happening. Someone has said people are sleeping around. Then they are putting something in Indomie like they were there. They are ghosts. They are everywhere. Someone has said someone that told the nurse to ingest them. Like, you are even in South Africa. How did you even know all this? Someone has said it was Wumi that was there when Mohbad died. It was Darosha that stabbed him. Mohbad. Someone even said Mohbad is appearing to him, giving him information. What is wrong with us in this country? It is what the issue of Mohbad has turned to. Social media clouting. I'm telling you, you can go and check it if I'm lying. Mohbad, police said it. Come forward if you have evidence. There's even someone, Adesina Kabiru, Ayidat or whatever. He expressly said it, that it was Wumi that killed Mohbad. He said it. Does he know the implication of what he's saying? Can he defend it in the court of law? These are the funny statements that has been going on these issues. And I cannot pronounce some of their names because they are very funny names. We are going to call those names and we are going to read the law to them. We are all demanding for justice for the case of Mohbad. But when you have turned it to crime, bully, and so, in fact, there is information that the young woman have received over 5 calls of threat in private numbers. For what? Is that how we are going to get justice? There's Westo Adekunle Adejumo. There's Perkins Rules. Perkins Rule. Please don't be correcting me. There's Larry Omo, the African TV. Afrila Dogun Omogba, all these funny names. Bukola Jesse. Kudi, Kudi courtroom. Someone has a courtroom on social media. Temi Ku Pivot also. Parino. Papariano. Edowu Adebanwo. Baby Girl. Teni Omologo. Mama Eshe. Veron. Iya Blog. Kofi. Lady S. Tachi. Adaku Okin. Omo Success. Adaku Ewo Shama correct me Okin gbọ́ wọn. Sele SA. Kofi TV. Laughing. All sorts of names. Now, they are giving false informations. They are doing cyberbullying. They are making factual statements like they were there. They should take it down. Because series of petitions will be coming in. And some of them will even travel to come and give evidence in court on these issues. False narrative, conspiracy, falsifying statements that the police have not told us yet. All these people, they must stop this. Because you are putting people's life in danger. You are giving the public false narrative. You are giving cyberbullying. And you are taking the mind of the people away from the issues onto unnecessary issues that does not concern me and you. And these things are against the law of the land. That's why I printed it. I'm not just telling you things out of emotions. They are strictly against the law of the land. Cyber stalking. I'm going to read B straight. Causing annoyance, inconvenience, danger, obstruction, insult, injury, criminal intimidation, enmity, hatred, ill will, needless anxiety. All these are offense. 7 million, 3 years in jail. Hope they know. They should get their right acts. Retract those unnecessary statements. And if they have evidence, like the police have said, factual evidence, call the police and give them these evidences so that they can use it in their investigation.
The same thing that happened to Mohbad and we are seeking justice for is the same thing that people are doing to his wife and the child. You know, it smells of hypocrisy a lot. And it is obvious that it is not the fact that people are actually interested in getting justice for Mohbad. People are just interested in chasing clout, like he has said. People just want to make news. People just want to have views on their videos. I would like to call on all the people who have been threatening the wife and the child to better desist from it immediately. Immediately. Because you cannot come to social media to talk about things you have zero knowledge of. And this is why we have been calling on the police to give us updates in the case. For every loophole in information is a room for misinformation. So if the police had been giving us up to date information about this case, all of the misinformation and false narrative flying around wouldn't have a place. They wouldn't have had a welcoming hand. They wouldn't have welcoming hands. So the police should, as a matter of urgency, give us updates on this case. Because the continued delay in giving us updates, the continued delay in getting justice for Mohbad is also exposing his wife and child to further threats. Is exposing the family to a lot of other things. I don't think that child is even a year yet. He's not even a year old yet. But there are death threats about the child already. There are social media clout chasers asking for DNA. Who are you to ask for a DNA? If the police thinks that getting a DNA would help them solve the case, they are the only ones in the right position to call for such. They are the only ones who has the right to call for such. It is not just one very white man or very black man or whatever that man's name is who has been championing the cause of a DNA. If the police thinks it is necessary to help their investigation, they would call for it. Enough is enough. You cannot say you are fighting for Mohbad, you are seeking justice for Mohbad, and at the same time you are putting his wife and child in harm's way. What does that mean? It only means you are not interested in the actual case. And I only see these things left to me. I see them as organized, well situations. Organized. I feel like there are some people somewhere giving instructions to people to do this or to do that, to take people's mind away from the actual case. So these people are just a form of distraction. That is what I see them as. They are just distracting us, taking our mind away from what we should actually be talking about. If we get justice for Mohbad, or if the police at least gives us an update on what is going on, some of these threats against the wife and child will stop. At least if they can establish the cause of death first, even before going after whoever may have caused it. If you can establish the cause of death first, the wife and child in a way would be safer. But the continuous calls, we have seen videos, we have seen people interviewing another person who is not in any way related to Mohbad, who is not a police officer, who is not the court of law, but then two people will sit in a room, record video and analyze cases as if they are the investigators. And then they come up with their own sentimental opinion of the matter, and before you know it, it's everywhere. And we are in an age where people do not even pay attention to details. Everybody just wants to read headlines and move on. Nobody is interested in knowing the actual facts anymore. And the way the media space of this country works, a popular opinion is the fact. That is the way the media space in this country works. Once an opinion is popular, it becomes the fact. It becomes the truth. Nobody wants to know Nobody is interested in finding out whether it is the actual truth or not. But the fact that an opinion is popular does not make it true. The truth remains the truth, whether it is popular or not. And a false information remains false information. Even if all the whole population in the country believes it, it is still false. And this is why we are calling on the police, because in a way the police is contributing to the threats and harassment that the wife is facing. The silence of the Nigerian police is one of the things that is encouraging the cyberbullying that Mohbad's wife and child are facing. So the earlier the police speaks to us, the better for them. And for the family, if they are actually interested in seeking justice, they will stick to the issues. They wouldn't be a cause of distraction themselves to their own case. You don't get to come online, say things, go back to your house, say you are granting interviews. To who? Who are you granting interviews to? Bloggers. People who just need clicks. People who just want views. Those are the people you are granting interviews to. How are they going to help the case? How are they going to help the case? I am trying to implore the family, if you actually want justice, only if you are actually not interested in getting justice for Mohbad. But if the family is actually interested in getting justice for Mohbad, they better get themselves together and face the issues, the actual issues, not the distractions. All the people who have made threats, do they think that if anything happens to Wunmi or Liam tomorrow, do they think they would not be held responsible? They would be held responsible.